Hey guys! I'm finally back with more Pathologic. Yeah, I kind of took a week off of playing this because no reasons other than I'm dumb. So let's break the game. I've already broken the game. You can't tell, but on my screen, the game now exists in a window that's like at the bottom of my screen, so I can only just see a little bit of the top. And I can't pull it up. This game is great, but while I'm fucking around and getting that to reopen, I will go ahead and read a comment I got on the YouTube video when I uploaded it. This was from... oh god, I didn't write down his username. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go back and, because I want to give proper credit because it was really nice of this person to post this, and it's very helpful. That is the wrong button entirely. J-Jo, you are dumb, but we all already knew this. It's why we're here. For some reason, you people enjoy watching me be stupid. Gregory Esloff. And he's awesome and was like, explaining some things in the game which I didn't understand from the, descriptions. To quote exactly, it's worth noting some warnings were over dramatized. I can speak words. Yes, events are missable, but not by the second, not even by the hour, only by the day. Also, shops share the same price on goods. Their prices are not always consistent, though, but some items are better obtained in one way than another. For example, bullets are expensive in terms of money, but children would be willing to barter a bullet for a worthless item found in a trash bin. No, none of that was exaggeration. Children have their own economy, and dumpster diving is actually worth a lot in this game. That's a really good tip to know. And reputation just means try not to be stupid evil, just in case you need to sacrifice some of it for the quest or survival. So, that was an incredibly helpful, amazing comment. Thank you so much, Gregory, for posting that on my YouTube video, because that allays a lot of the worries I had about this playthrough, because I was like, oh my god, if I'm gonna miss everything. Now let's see if I can get it to pop up and start playing again, because this game hates me. So yes, that is good news for us.
Traces of the
yes, I know. So we're throwing the Bogman lifestyle into Plan B. Yeah. Alright, let's load our game. Alright, remember, we left off. They burnt a chick alive. No explanation why. Everyone just sort of ran when I did that. When I came up and I tried to ask them about this. And that means it wasn't because I got lost that one guy was dead. Nor these guys. Seriously, what's with all the bodies? This is pretty serious. And what is this? Like, what even is this? And I just got money. You guys look suspicious. I need to talk with you. Were you at the fire incident? Oh dear, what have you done? How is it? That was no that was a girl, a living girl. What have I wasn't doing anything! You guys are the ones who burned her! Don't try to pin this on me! I hope you find yourself in her place as soon as today. Get lost and never step foot here again. So, yeah, we witnessed the burning alive of a girl, and I don't remember what my mission is, today. Pursue the killer, my gentle associate, myself a survivor, blah blah blah, scene. Like, I remember what happened, I just don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Alexander Silver, the head of the has taken control of all the proceedings regarding the law in the town. We should discover the body. Okay, so I need to talk with this dude, which means I need to pull up the map. Okay. The rod. Okay, I need to go there, and I'm right here right now. Okay, I just need to go down that way. Why is my mouse scissors? And then up that way, okay. That should be simple enough. Welcome back to The Bachelor and his traveling orchestra and dog. Yup, pretty much. There's that pupper. Okay, well here's the river. Did I go the wrong way? Where am I? No, I turned too soon. I can just follow the river though. You get 2 people murdered because you... What?! This bush is not nearly strong enough to deflect my entire person going through it. There we go. Let's just follow the river. I did not, okay? It's not that much of a missable event. I did not get them murdered. Besides, I think the one guy... Okay, well, maybe if I hadn't gone and shacked up with that one chick and instead went straight to Simon's, I would have been able to talk with him. But, you know, she was really hot. Clearly, I, as the Bachelor, could not say no. Oh, shit. Motion blurred lines. Whoa, okay. Nice.
The wheel of my fortune has touched me in a dream.
Can you show me on the doll where it touched you? I'm sorry, the voice acting for the female... Like, the male voice acting isn't terrible, but the female voice acting, I'm so confused why it's so much worse than the male voice acting. Her odd looks and constantly staring at your sculpt. I mean, who can resist a woman who stares somewhere 3 inches above your head at all times? It's, you know, man, too sexy. The only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. That is what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has 2 sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. Why are you telling me this? There we go. That's a pretty passive without... I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically. I am talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Devanelsky. Do you favor good or evil? That's too vague a question. Or I could just say good. When in doubt, look at their scalp. Okay, that's what you... It's what they tell you when meeting new people. Oh my gosh. I cannot be more coherent. Details distort the core essence. They devalue the words. What you're saying is that it will be I who is blah 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 English. What you're saying is that it will be I who is to adjust the detail. Fuck. What you're saying is it will be I who is to adjust the details along the way, right? But without details, you sound delirious. Let's go with this one. Let's not call people crazy who I'm trying to give permission.
It's true. The girl has proven that she's a saint, not a killer.
By what? What are we talking about? You're overestimating my virtues? Why? Question everything! This fight is very unlikely to end in your favor. Well, that's true. Adjust the deaths along the way. That's apparently what this game is gonna be! Does a clay and bone man-eater leave traces of the kind you've witnessed? It's only a spell, an illusion. They just prefer to see it this way. It makes it easier for them. What is she smoking and where can I get some? So you know the details of my fight in advance. What man-eater? Find the murderer. Question everything! I'm sorry to break it to you, but you have to fight to the death. Why? Even if it were a metaphor, the ending is still unambiguous. If you don't find out what happened before nightfall, you will die. Oh. How do you know all this? Question everything. That's gonna be the phrase I repeat throughout this entire playthrough. I'm clairvoyant. What's the nature of your visions? This should not be your primary concern at the moment. You should concern yourself with the number of minutes you have left, and that number is dwindling. I don't throw predictions around. Others will tell you how often they have come true. Do heed my words. Fine. Okay, does that mean I got permission to, like...
Yes.
Oh, the torment. I can't bear it. Do you also think... Why don't you take some... Oh, we're not gonna, you know, get her. Punch her. I'm not gonna punch her! Do you also think Simon Kane's death was a natural? No, not at all. How could someone who had absorbed all our blood not die? A single man cannot handle that. There are limits to a living being's vitality, and there are limits to the world's patience. Are we dealing with some vampire fucking cult bullshit? So his death was inevitable is what you're saying. Wait, what do you mean by limits of living being's vitality? I think I've heard that before. Absorbs. Question everything. Simon used to drink blood? Simon transformed our town into a single whole, a living being. He was the heart and we were the blood running through the town's veins. We radiated his light, and that was why we used to shine so brightly. The bound are actually bound to Simon. But who could have killed him? Who is to blame for his death? Even if someone did have something to do with it, is that person worth blaming? Most likely, they didn't even realize they were killing someone. Yes, that is how it was. Now I see very clearly. Oh yeah, you're clairvoyant.
It's true.
Why don't you take some painkillers then? Okay, can't talk to her anymore. Can I take these? Oh, I can! No, I can't. That was a different thing. I got stuck on the wall for a second. Okay, I heard a clock longing. Is there a way I can... Oh, that's interesting. Lovely Mark Immortel. Okay, that's all movement. What did I just light? It sounded like I just lit a match. Alright, let's see if we can talk to Alexander, who will hopefully give us permission to go to the murder scene. What you looking at? He's clearly... Is there like a ghost? Are we missing? Okay, well...
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking. Who said that?
Okay. So I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. What? I get the feeling I'm gonna ask that a lot. Are you gonna cause more suicides? Probably. None of the portraits look like their characters. No, they don't. But remember, this is an old game. Let's not criticize the animations too much, even if they terrify me internally. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? Also, do remember this was originally a Russian game, so everything that we're hearing and reading has been translated, and since, you know, sometimes that can not go very well, I'm going to try to stay open-minded, but sometimes what they say is just very interesting. No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country was blah blah blah. Fuck. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communism. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of which, remember we're in Russia. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? Oh sure, you say not to criticize this. Okay, first off, that's neither here nor there. Second off, there is a complete world of difference between a game made in Russia many, many years ago and a game that came out yesterday with that character skin. So, I can criticize that all I want. Sometimes I have to. Are you an astrologist? I do have... Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to? The moon and the planets obviously affect our lives. However, I do not think it's humanly possible to gain any profit from it. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to, sir? That's the most neutral way to respond to people asking me about my beliefs. I am a ruler. Astrology can be very curious. That is not a way to introduce yourself, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
I've got a firm hand.
Good for you, buddy. This dialogue, man. So you've come to meet Simon, have you? What can I do for you? I was actually invited by Isidora, so I came to meet with him first and foremost, but now it turns out that we're the people guarding Isodor's home, nothing, not anymore. Why are you giving me that look as if Simon's death was my fault? Is that the look he's giving me? Is he going to hit you? Hit him first? No, okay, first off, there's no hitting option. Otherwise, I would have saved my game, hit some people, and then loaded my game after seeing if that did anything. Second off, let's go with this one, the top one. He's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least, that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Who is it, then? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. Simon's own son or Isidora's own son? Because there's two murders. Who are we talking about? The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learned, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, what did Isidora leave? Okay, so it is Isidora's son. How did you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance? I want to say no, because I don't, but... And I think these people are just high off their asses. But I also think that if I say yes, people will like me more because they clearly believe it, so I'm going to lie. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost. Rationalists. She's got something to say to you, too, by the way. I already talked with her. So you do have rationalists in town? Except for me, that is? Damn. Cold-blooded. Not specifically, no, but it all adds up. And the circumstances of Simon's death make me wonder, too. Isidora's son might have arrived... My brain just quit. And the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder, too. Isidora's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidora's house. So enough. Help me. What about the motive? Yeah, let's not demand power from the chief of police right now. Thank you for listening, Bachelor. Now I'm off to our town's weekly opium smoking. If it was just opium, I don't think I would worry that much. Opium just makes them lazy. And then they die. It's not a happy drug. Don't do opium, kids. He's giving you more. He's trying to follow a fly that's supposed... Yeah, it does kind of look like he's, like, watching a fly, and he's just like, oh my god, that's so fucking annoying. He's the type that needs no motives. Students these days know nothing of virtue and ethics, and a medic too. Humans are just hairless animals to them. That is not a great way to view doctors, or even a harmful virus infesting this environment. Cynical bastards. Oh, but I do apologize. Didn't mean to offend you, even by extension. Because I am also a man of science, so he's saying that I am a morally lacking animal. I see you like generalizations. I wouldn't be Junior burqa, that's fine, especially because I agree. I'm fed up with the students as well. Let's be, you know, not an asswad. So you'll keep looking for Isidora's murder? I will. Is there any way you can help me with that? You seem to have found him already. Be my guest. I'm going back to the capital. Can we just end the game with that? We probably can't. I'm gonna assume we can't. There are very few analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here. I've noticed. Except for one, Yulia... Okay. Yulia Lyuricheva. I have no idea if I said that right. Perhaps a most level-headed and reasonable person, the only person to remain skeptical about Katrina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. Exactly the person I need? What is this, Yulia? Well, I would generally ask, who is this Yulia? But, okay, what? She came here with an engineering team when the town was being rebuilt. Did logistics or maybe communications, not sure. They said she's a true expert in the field. Smart, yes, a polymath. Then the team left, but she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. She's absolutely not what I'm looking for. Very well, I'll speak to this Yulia. God, we gotta cross the river. Okay. Later, dude. Good luck catching those flies. Alright. The whole town, just so many... And maybe it's the leaves. Maybe they're drifting around everywhere. Well, you can almost see, you know, a happy bit of sky in all of this foggy doomness. Well, that's pretty. Nice architecture around here. Oh, look, they're building some apartment complexes. I get the feeling I'm going the wrong way. I am going the very wrong way. Turning around now. And I'm actually going to take a moment to... Okay, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to save the game. And then, because someone messaged me through Twitch, but because of the way this game works, I'm not sure if I can check their message. Okay. I will do that later. And yep, that fucked up the game. Alright, so if you want to talk... Oh shit. Well, this is interesting. Oh god. Okay. So, I'm now playing the game through OBS. Because I can't see my actual game window. I'm just watching what I'm doing on OBS. And this is very interesting and very broken, and we'll see how this goes. Like, I'm seriously wondering how long this is gonna last. Where am I? Okay, I'm almost there. Damn. There's a break in the fence. On the map, it looked like there was a break in the fence right there. Looks like I'll just have to keep going around. Jjo plays Jjo's OBS playing Pathologic. Pretty much that is where we are right now. But at least this way, I can actually go and, like, click on things so I could, you know, adjust stuff and see things and respond to people. So that is actually kind of nice about this. For a person who just came into town to help with their construction, she has a nice place. One second. Yep, right place. Everyone is real crazy about these room dividers. No one here. This is an interesting... I want in here. Is this a secret room? Is this gonna turn and the whole wall will turn with it? Oh, hey! Hi, I wasn't being weird on your furniture or anything.
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
Oh, shit. Okay, so... here's the issue I now have. I can't actually go and select a conversation option because OBS doesn't let me do that. Huh. Alright. Well, I need to exit out of the game now. We'll have to rewalk our way over to that. Good thing I saved. This game is interesting and very trying. Okay. Load game. Technical difficulties, yeah. No. Very much technical difficulties. Alright. Well, let's crouch. And that is not run. This is not Minecraft rules on motion. Hello, small, childlike entity. We all know about you. I know about you all too. What's up? A soul and a halves got an opportunity to catch their breath. This is good. Now everyone will have time to prepare. Otherwise we'd have to mourn our boys, and the halves would be orphaned. What? Yeah. She looks like she belongs in RuneScape or something. Don't worry, we'll get you another chance to mourn the boys yet. The souls and the halves. It's just a catchy name. Notkin says it's because each of them has a familiar. A cat, a dog, a crow, or a grass snake. Half a soul more than a normal person. Or a normal animal. I don't think it's one soul. Isn't soul splitting only reserved for your steep abominations? Is that a game? Let's not get super difficult with the kids. It's a lifestyle that's larger than life. If you join the soul and a halves, you have to adopt a pet. As you raise it, you change. Then, when it's grown, it gets the other way around. Your half begins to take care of you, and so you are always together, bound forever. And what if the animal dies? I don't know. No half has ever died before. What kind of a soul and a half are you familiar? Are you, if your familiar can die? It wouldn't take you in the first place. Naturally. Alright. Well, that was a very interesting conversation with a very... Oh, hey, here's another child. Hey, you, don't mess with us. We know a thing or two about life. Okay. Why are you so bristled up? Tell me about the hindquarters. Hey ho. Hey ho, what you want to know? The hindquarters is a merry district. It's in Earth. As opposed to Mars. Above the factories, on the bank of the gullet. That's where the ominous Willows are. A house of ill repute and a pub called Factus Establishment. Whatever. Factus. I don't know. I fucked this, okay? The twins tend to spend their time at the latter, so staying there is dangerous for both your life and your sanity. Okay. What's the Willows? A malicious wench lives there, named Anna Angel. Yep. Very malicious sounding. A proud potato if I've ever seen one. What the fuck? Oh, she used to be a famous singer, and now she's wait. Were they saying a proud potato as a a slur for talking about an Irish person? Are we getting some real racist shit, or am I just reading too much into this? I don't know. She used to be a famous singer, and now she's dealing in spells and hexes. We'd smash her windows with stones, if not for the respect we used to have for the previous owners. Who lived there before? A girl named Willow Mellow. What is with these fucking names? Used to live there. And then she died. That's how it goes. No one could have thought about it twice. Had she not died right after... No one would have thought about it twice had she not died right after offering shelter to poor Anna Angel. Grace says that Willow was buried in a closed coffin, and that coffin was suspiciously light. Spooky, isn't it? Haha, yeah, I pranked you. Now, excuse me, I'm in an awful hurry. We'll talk another time. What the fuck? These fucking kids! These fucking kids! Lack of proper education options is a grave social issue in need. What is up with these fucking kids? There's secret societies and shit. Okay, why does the music suddenly cut off sometimes? Punch the kids. I wish. That probably would be bad, and I should probably not do that, but I still kind of wish. I wonder if I can just break into random people's houses. I probably can. It's a video game. And I keep finding money! And I have no idea how to check, like, if I'm hungry or tired. I need to, like, poke through the options and figure that out, because I never really knew it even in the first, part of this playthrough. Alright.
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
No one said it was a girl. They're talking about it being a boy. Okay. I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? I'm having an off day. Am I dying? Google it, and then you'll find out you are. The steep air is way too thick. That's what causes it. It's what happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept in a while, have you? Yes, it means that you are about to die. I want to say this. I do, but I'm going to say the smart one. Oh, no. Herba Trevinae is in blossom, I grant you. But then it blooms every year. Every year, the steep is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I'm having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It's just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. What? Felt like I was having an off day, so I searched it on WebMD, and it turns out I'm dying. Yup. Oxygen poisoning. Slowly killing us all. Everyone has that ability. What herb is that? I'm gonna ask that because that's the more neutral thing to ask. No matter what preternatural traits, I fucked that up. The locals ascribe to it. Twer is all heady aroma. A bunch of superstitions and remarkably little else. It has psychoactive properties after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion of belladonna or Jimson weed are much more fascinating than what Twal has to offer. It's a pity I'm not a botanist.
What?
I'm not a botanist. Is this going to be an issue? So you have traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. They ate your cat. Yeah, well, my cat's named after a poisonous type of plant, so sucks to be them. People you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. Excuse me. Do you like Eva Yan? What the fuck are you? Okay, because Eva Yan's the person I'm shacking up with, literally, right? I don't give a fucking shit. I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidora Simon, and I want to ask you for your help. Someone told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. I can do it on my own. Tell me what you make of all this. Let's go with the first one, because that's the most informative. I am certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. I thought you were the science one. Shebanak Adar is the simple man scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. I can't follow what these people are talking about. What kind of narrative considered the circumstances of his death? They say Simon had locked himself in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion. What's that word? The one you just said. I want to ask, but this is the... plot, but curiosity, but plot. And the annoying thing is that from what I've seen in the conversations, you can't, go back and try all the dialogue options. Which is kind of like real life, but at the same time, it's very frustrating as a gamer who wants to know all the things. Let's stick to the murdering. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned by the Canes. I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in high esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poisoned? That's conclusion. But they did want to do it, I mean. Did they? In all likelihood, they did. Their respect for Simon was nothing compared to the adoration felt by the common townspeople. After all, every Cane suffers the same kind of benign insanity that leads to people pursuing their own fantasies. What? And little else other than that. This indulgence is something that Simon would likely stand in the way of. What? So you think that the cause of death was poison? I don't believe you understand what he died in focus really implies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are their fortes. It was an innuendo? Innuendo? I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop. There's a reason I'm a bachelor. There's a reason she's making that face. The focus is anything but abstract. The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. What? Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather, within him, since no physical object may be brought into the focus either. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a... Oh, this should be good. Construct that would allow them to warp space. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I know there's a special way you pronounce it. It has the dots over it, but I never studied German, man. I don't know that stuff. I studied Latin and then Chinese. There was no dots over letters other than eyes. I'm going to write stuff, but I have no idea. I'm trying to write stuff, but I have just no idea what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I don't really have any idea what the fuck is going on either. Why is it construct that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics metaphysically? A focus can be compared to a camera obscura. What? Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it's entirely impossible for someone to get inside. I feel like I'm not smart enough to play this game. Like, I have a college degree, but I'm so confused right now. A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones are broken. That makes one suspect. Why? He had been stabbed after all. Ooh, these are both good options. Can't even translate. I wonder if I'll have to. A curious conclusion, but incorrect one. Let's go with this one. Is that so? Well, this does not introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidora was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidora returned from the steep. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? Clearly the work of the Jenga killer. That is why I'm trying to trace these other steps along the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. How do you know all that? I'll go with the top one. Was Isidora seen with Saburov by any chance? He was. He warned Saburov of a coming storm. How do I know that? I don't know, but Saburov interpreted this. Come here, best among the workers. When did I talk about all this shit with people? When did I find this out? Am I just talking out my ass? Was there an unexplained, like, subcontext going on when I was talking with people and their fucking cat stalking me? Nope. Ran away as soon as I actually reached for her. But yeah, she was stalking me in the dark of my room. What's coming up? Okay, I guess I'll just go with this top one again. I just go with the top one always. Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in Steeps, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Olgimsky family should have been on his itinerary. Either of the Olgimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Burkha. See why some people compare this to a visual novel, though. Yeah, I can definitely see that as well. Reading the exposition. I don't know. I don't feel like it was. If it was one of them, it was one of their own men. Really? Definitely. The Bull Project, from the Albator out to the railway, I'm getting a lot of names thrown at me, is controlled by the Olgimsky family. If Isidora's discovery had anything to do with the kin, Isidora would have certainly related to Vlad. So make sure to pay a visit to the Lump. That's a charming name for a place. The Lump. That's the name of the old Gipsy's mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Oh yes, I would love to live in a mansion called The Lump. It would describe the kind of person that lives there, for I am nothing but a lazy lump. Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? I don't know. Wait, where am I then? I'm here. Okay, I gotta follow all the way down the river and then go to the Lump. I'm checking your house for valuables. Nope, no valuables. Except maybe this. It looks like fancy silvers. Oh, that is not the outdoor. This is the outdoor. Alright, I need to follow the river. The river is that way. What the fuck is that? Interesting. I want to explore, but I also want to get all the shit done. I walk so slow when I'm walking sideways. Seriously. What's going on over there? How is that even possible for physics? Fuck it, I'm exploring. You can't stop me. Why is there baby sounds? I'm pretty sure physics doesn't work like this. 1 second, guys. Saving the game. And now we jump! Woo! And... interesting. Okay, this is our first death scene. Interesting. Save and jump. Yup. Alright, now let us slowly walk back. I regret nothing. That was super worth it. Yeah, what the fuck seems to be the general trend for this entire game playthrough. Alright, let's carefully go down the stairs, through the little doorway. I found money again! Damn, people just leave their money all over the place. Hello, people who live in a creepy town. I found more of your money. But I'm not giving- oh, it's these guys again! We all know about you. Aren't you the lively? Shall we barter, perhaps? What are you so happy about? What's up? We've almost caught the unseen cat. Want to come see her? Tell me about the tower. What do you want to know? How does it not fall? It stands on a firm, very, very, very solid stem. But it keeps oscillating too. That was scary at first, but we got used to it. That contravenes the laws of physics. Okay then. Empty bottles required. Alright, I can't get any water. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. Oh hey, I'm actually pretty close. Sweet. Welcome to Blank, where the roads are paved with everyone's loose change. Seriously, I just got more money. That is not at all incorrect. Like, I assume that's what's happening. Nope, wrong way. It must be this. Oh. This is the lump. Okay, yeah, no. I can see why they call it that. Hello, creepy kid. Oh, hey, I crouched down. Wow, that's startling. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? I know I'm leaving town soon. Do you know the train schedule? Could you tell me about the theater? Tell me about the tower. What's that cathedral in the central square? It's not the central square. Oh, it's Bridge Square. And the central square is spin a yarn one. Why is it called Bridge Square? It's got fish eyes. Yep, because at first no one knew there was going to be a tower, so the plan was to create a square that was completely situated on the very large bridge, like that wide, and make the funfair there. Well, I guess the tower is quite more compelling. Of course it is. I mean, there could have been magicians in the funfair, but the tower is way more exciting than any magic tricks. Why is that? Well, because you have masterfully evaded the question. I have been defeated by that small child in the art of conversation. Let us enter the lump. Lovely! I love what you've done with this place. It's just great. Ah, yes. You must be the owner of the lump.
The girl is fine, but the boy's unbearable.
Well, I think you should be a little, nicer on your kids. I'm sure he's trying a lot. He probably has a lot of pressure on him to try to impress you as his father. Like, maybe just give him one more chance. Ah, Bachelor Devoninsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've seen my character model. Would not call me dapper. I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of industry around here. We have our own ways. I'm curious. And what's the current state of your industry? Do you think I've come to inspect the town? I can't say that I'm interested. I don't want to be mean, but I don't give a shit about your industry. I'll fucking humor you and ask about the industry. Come now, it's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See where I'm getting at, emissary? It would be pointless to object, but no, such business is always rudeness. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special, very special. That means common standpoints do not apply. That would be very naive. You are probably right. We'll come back to that. I don't have anything to do with your enterprise.
No, I won't believe in some earthen killer.
Okay. Yes, getting back on track won't be an easy task. I feel like I'm skipping, like, is there something I'm missing? I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, blah, 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 blah. How do you feel, Simon? Blah, blah, Isidora, don't try to deny it. Yes, it will be hard. Let's ask about the manner of death. What are you implying? What is this manner you are talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I have nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a step demon, Shabanak Adur? Shabanagada Ding Dong? There was that thingy. I'm sorry, the idea of this man saying there was that thingy of Talon they fished out of the wound. Okay. Ironically, he's the first one to actually look you in the eye, despite not looking eye to eye. Yeah. I don't really like the way he's looking at me, though. He looks like he wants to eat me. Like, please. No. Right, a demon. Why didn't I think of that straight away? It was so obvious. I can't take this. It's weirdos, but you, respected negotiant. Apparently, I cannot be nice with this guy. It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer, if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steep now, esteemed sir. Eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance and bulls talk. Ah! The steep well. Catch this creature. Is there a way, right? Sure, I have no idea. I'm not a steep man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are productive. All is good as long as the plow is pulled. As for how they're quacking amongst themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Why was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my sins, my grave sins. Don't seem to like steep people. You only like shallow people. I see. They're dangerous. They're aggressive and they hate everyone who isn't a steep person. This guy's an ass. Yes, he is. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. He's a racist ass. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within town, countermeasures are taken. Like lynching? Because I feel like with the way you're going with this conversation, your countermeasures are to lynch them. So what of your son? Perhaps you could tell me more about the creature. So your son knows who the murderer is. Perhaps you are giving shelter to them. Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me. You heard me? I guess you could make that a question. It's just, it flows better to say you hear me. These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. Alright, let's go find his son. Hello? Asshole Junior. Hopefully not actually much as an asshole as his dad is. Oh. Lovely place you have here at the Lump. Alright, that's still marked as my objective. Okay, that's just the lady I was talking with before. I've already talked with her. What the fuck is this? Polyhedron? Alright, I'm gonna go back in and try to talk with him again. Oh hey, you survived roulette. Talk with me. Yes, getting everything back on track. How do you think Simon died? How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't. Not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. What are you saying, dude? So Simon's course of action contradicted yours? What are you saying? Simon's death worked in the favor of the local hotshots, huh? Come now, what I'm saying is, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. If they say Simon was the one to bend the circumstances, not the other way around, no one seems to doubt that, but there is something wrong with this. Simon has lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body, you'll see for yourself. It just happened. Kane won't let me examine the body. Well, that is temporary. A family tradition. He is not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death... That's a phrase! He'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Gregory Kane didn't appear sentimental to me. Seriously?
Many a mickle makes a muckle. There's no hurry.
Okay. He died of death. Pretty much, yep. Isidora came by to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. So what if he did? I'm also aware that you two have been... I'm not! All anyone knows is why he left to see Simon afterwards. What were you two talking about? Sorry guys, throat's a little parched. People die when they're killed. Yes, they do, Orm. Business, my curious friend. Purely business. I have no interest in other subjects, and it has nothing to do with you. And with that, I bid you... The door is behind you. The big one. I'll find out the truth anyway.
So...
Okay. We have run out of conversation options with him. Also, apparently, in order to do more conversation options, I have to completely talk to them again. Which might mean I need to go back to fucking everyone and talk to them more. But yeah, that unfortunately did not get me another easy, like, go here. So I'm gonna go back and talk with, that Alexander guy. Because maybe then I'll get permission to go and see Isidora's body. Oh. A very small girl. Let's see what she has to say. You actually look kind of normal. I've heard so much about you. Ooh. What's so gloomy, Pumpkin? I've heard about you too. Shoot. That's a good sight. Start a new life as a bog man. I want Grandpa to get better. It's sad without him. Is your grandpa sick? My grandpa's dead. Grandpa Simon is sick. Wait, what? No one plays with me now. The grown-ups never let us into their games. Neither do the boys. Really loved you little ones, didn't he? Loved? Why do you put it like that? He still loves us, and he always will, even the naughty ones. Sure, of course, just a slip of the tongue. Pace opens up to a Venus flytrap. Oh my god. I'd believe it. More money! Is that all a building? Where the fuck am I? The boiler room. Okay. Yeah, okay. Them dogs. Nope, nothing in this trash can. What is this? I now have a needle. Waiting for this town to be some kind of Cthulhu worshipping cult. You and me both. Yes, it would make sense. Empty bottle. That's interesting. Right, I need to go around. The sound, the environmental sound is pretty good. By which I mean it's creepy as fuck. Yeah, found a needle. Now I have a weapon. And more money. I have so much money by now. You can get rich just by walking. Oh wait, this is... Never mind. You enjoy your life, lady. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to your husband. The atmosphere is creepy. The people are just confusing. Yup, indeed. Yo, can I go see the murder scene?
My chest hurts. Can it be conscience?
Have you done something bad? Do you want to confess to murdering some people? What can I do for you now? What are you giving that look as if Simon's death was my fault? Alright, well that didn't do
This
anything.
Perspex is trying to prove his innocence. It's a no-go.
Nothing anymore. Okay, never mind. Talking with him got me nowhere. Let's take a long walk back to, where the fuck am I going? I can't just cross the river. You know what? Fuck it, let's go to the murder scene again. And what I wouldn't give for a mini-map, or even like a Minecraft map. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I think I just went the entirely wrong way. Yup, entirely wrong way. Seriously? Seriously? What? No, goddamn. I was going the right way after all. Wait, this is the backyard. Damn it. How the fuck? Where's the front yard? Wait, I want on this to see if I can then jump the fence. I cannot get on that though, apparently. Look, I talked to your boss. He didn't exactly say I could go in, but I did talk to him, so, it's someplace I'm doing my job, you do yours. Damn, those dogs. Yeah, okay, nope, we can't. Oh, hey, are they burning the woman again? Oh no, that's probably just leftover, like, they never put out the fire from when they burned that woman alive. Yup. Yup. Well, this seems a good a place to stop as any. Right where we started! So, let's save the game. Thank you, everyone who watched me play through this very confusing, interesting game with the most interesting of animations and lovely dialogue. I'm going to cut it here. It's kind of a short stream, but, this game, man. Definitely having a hard time figuring out what to do and what is going on in this town. Hopefully we will find out more next time I stream and maybe get to some of the, like, you know, maybe get actually through the first day. The break fire, yeah. We always just stop right at the break fire, where we burn whatever memories we have of what's been going on. So, thank you so much everyone who's watching. Thank you everyone who's in the chat, especially you, Orm, because I think you're the only one in the chat. And thank you for everyone who's watching on YouTube. I will be continuing this. I'm determined to get to some kind of an ending with this game, and not a I jump off of a high place and, you know, kill myself ending. So we'll see what happens and what continues. Bye-bye!